All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another edition of the RnRGzrs Show.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for coming by, and we sure do appreciate it. So, we're going to get right onto it, man. We got some really great news this week. And, of course, wham, bam, thank you, man. My partner in crime, Doc Vox. How's it going, Doc?
Going quite well, man. It's a beautiful day out for February 13th. Just
Yes.
gorgeous, and yeah, and for my weekly dose of rock and roll therapy. And thank you for everybody that's watching, that's subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We would greatly appreciate it. It would help us out immensely, and we would love you forever.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, some interesting stories this week for sure. Yeah,
Oh,
ready to get into
boy.
some of them.
Well, I'm so excited because right out of the gate, we get to talk about Journey and their lead singer, Arnell. You know, they've been going through so much drama, or it seems like forever. You know, at least since we've been doing the show, probably for decades, though, actually. And man, holy cow! You know, John and Neil have been going back and forth with each other, and they got the original keyboardist involved and all this stuff, and it's just gone to hell. And finally, Arnell just said he's had enough of this crap. So we should give a holler to Darnell and see what's going on. Arnell. Let's see what's going on with him.
Well, let me tell you, boys. You know, I've stopped believing. I have to say, I stopped believing. And if I may be so bold, I gotta say, I hate this band. I am so sick of singing with these suckers. And let me tell you why. You know, I'm not one of the original members. They picked me up out of the Philippines when they saw me singing on the YouTube. And they're only paying me $200 a week, and I gotta help load in the equipment. And I think that's crap. And by the time I have my expenses, I can only throw $20 into my savings account. But I am investing that into the large cap fund and been doing so for a few years. So even though it's only $20 a week I've been able to save, when I get out of this hellhole with these joker-ass clowns, I'm going to go back down to Philippines and live like a king. Because I'll tell you what, man, I've had enough of this crap, and I sent them some tweets out. And the first tweet I said, I'm with the band to sing the legacy. If some of them are tired of me being with them, with all means, they can fire me anytime. And don't lecture me about the spiritual BS. So, because I ain't having any of it. And then I come back with another one. So stop reminding me where I came from, because it's in my heart every day. You don't just don't pay attention. I'm not a slave. I'm a human being like anybody else. That's simple. So I've had enough of these chump-ass clowns, all this fighting and all this crap. And yeah, it was me who didn't want the original keyboard back. No reason, I just wanted to create some crap. So there you go, you chumps. I hate singing these songs. I hate this band, and I have had enough.
Wow. That's a pretty intense statement. Unbelievable. Jeez. Wow. Yeah, you brought it up weeks ago, Doc, that eventually he was going to get sick of it. He was going to get sick of all the drama.
Yep.
Sure enough, man, here we go. He has had enough.
But actually, he's come out and said that he never said anything about the Greg Raleigh situation. That was Jonathan Cain's wife kind of stirring up stirring up the pot, I guess. So that's one of the things he's kind of tired of now. He just, he says, you can fire me at any time. That was his quote. You can fire me at any time.
Well,
so.
Well, you know, when he said all the spiritual BS, you knew right there where he was aiming that to.
That's got to be Jonathan Cain. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So
boy,
yeah, sounds like kind of sounds like they're
gee,
falling apart, man. I mean,
$200 a week.
this third this the third angle here that we're looking at it of them just fed up with each other. So
Wow. And what a shame. You know, they're just making money hand over fist, but you know, what do you call that? A hostile workplace, I guess you would call that. I imagine it's how horrible. Jeez, you want to go out there and have fun, and man, with all this drama going on, it just, you know, the money must be good, obviously. So
yeah, he's actually been the singer longer than anyone. He's the longest tenure of any singer, including Steve
wow.
Perry. So, obviously never recorded anything of substance that I'm, but
True
I don't think
that.
he's recorded anything at all that I know of. But he may have recorded something that nothing anything he knows about. So,
Oh man, what a shame. Oh well, you know, jeez. I don't know if they'll be. I'm sure they'll be around. Yeah, they'll be around this summer.
yeah, they're coming around with Toto. Well, they're over in Europe, and then they had toured last year with Toto, and they're going to make a few more stops that they had missed along the way last year, and not a full kind of tour, but a little semi tour.
Boy, that's just got to be rough. They all hate each other, and really,
They're not going to make it. They're not going to finish this tour, man.
really, this will be because it keeps building. It just a little subtle things to start out with, and it just keeps gathering steam, more steam.
I would love to see the odds in Vegas on them finishing the tour. They should have stuff like that.
Oh man, yeah. But oh well, I'm sure they'll be supplying us with an awful lot of material to come. We ain't heard the last of these boys by a long shot, man. They are just a rocking.
And it's too bad that Ross Valerie and Steve Smith still aren't in the band. That'd just be two more personalities to get
everything
involved.
riled up.
Yeah, I mean the guys that are replaced them, they really have no say so. So I don't expect to hear much from them. But yeah,
man, oh man, jeez, what a train wreck for all of them. But yeah, more power to them. Coming, here we go. This is amazing.
Oh, jeez.
This is amazing. There he is. There's the criminal right there. Jeez, where do we even start with this guy? Well, let me see. No, let's save that one. Jeez, we got so many. First off, this guy is such a commie. Well, he's trying to be some kind of sensible, I know it all kind of guy, but he's just a pile of crap. Roger Waters with Pink Floyd, and Russia actually asked Roger Waters to speak on Ukraine arms at the UN. So Russia's trying to get him on their side. He probably is on their side from some of the stuff I've heard.
Well, we've reported on some things, where he was kind of, I don't know, what the takeaway I had was kind of Ukraine kind of had it coming, and we need to quit sending them weapons. So I guess he's still still on that tip and gonna go preach about it to the UN, I suppose. But I don't know. Most of the I don't know what's the title, a diplomat, I guess, going to the UN. I don't know.
Probably. Yeah.
But they're kind of taking it like quotes like "Who's next, Mr. Bean?" It's like, and they're like, I wonder if maybe he'll sing to us too. So
that war is just Ukraine has just been so corrupt and that's well known, and he's brought that up. But still, you got a country invading another country. What the hell's he gonna say? We're gonna sing some lyrics to him or something like, "Oh, Barack Obama, didn't they have James Taylor go to something across the sea and sing one of his songs?" These people are insane. But that's
Mother, should I trust the government? He'll sing that song.
Oh, yeah. Trust the government, sure. That's a whole different topic. But nonetheless, I mean, we ain't done with Roger Waters yet. This guy, he's actually, him and David Gilmour, they're at it again, of course. Where they are, there they are, right there. They're at it again because Gilmour's wife.
It's more his wife, yeah.
Yeah, but he sort of he agreed with it though, which is good.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're a husband, you better, happy wife, happy life. So you keep it like that. But boy, oh boy, she posted a tweet and she called Waters anti-Semitic and a Putin apologist, as well as a lying, thieving, hypocritical, tax avoiding, lip syncing, misogynistic, sick with envy, megalomaniac. Whoa! Boom! Oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Oh man, that's brutal. Wow.
Yeah, she let him have it pretty good. So
Yeah,
Yep.
and Gilmore himself, he shared the tweet and he added every word demonstrably true. And then Waters, of course, responded with a tweet that said he was aware of the incendiary comments made by Sampson and Gilmore, which he refutes entirely. Sorry, I don't. With his track record, him refuting anything has very little weight, very little merit to it. So, wow, man, this really takes it to another level. And I thought he was talking to his lawyers or something about it. Now, did you hear anything about that?
no, just that this kind of stemmed from they did a charity single. Gilmore, and I'm not exactly sure. Maybe Nick Mason was involved in that too, I think.
Hey,
But
rise up, yeah.
they did a charity single that was pro-Ukrainian. It was for I don't know, so it was for benefit for Ukrainian troops or whatever. And of course Roger Waters took offense to that, or not offense so much, but just kind of laughed at it and kind of mocked it. And,
Well, that guy really, he's insufferable. And if that isn't bad enough,
as you said,
Vox
what'd you
of Doc.
say? What'd you say? His douchery,
his douchebaggery, the legendary douchebaggery of this guy. He is actually, I can't believe it. He's redoing The Dark Side of the Moon, recording it all himself without Pink Floyd, without any of the original members.
Yep.
He's going to go back and do it himself because he's so damn full of himself that he just can't stand it anymore.
Yeah, he says, it's my project. I wrote it. So blah. He's gonna do what he wants, I suppose. But,
That's so great, because we've all grown up with the record. We know it like we know the back of our hands, and I just can't wait to rehear it with all those nice instrumental parts where he'll be speaking over it. That's all he's going to be speaking. Lord knows what he's going to say, Jeez.
Yeah, there's been. I was reading a couple articles where I don't know, guys were trying to push it, and they were trying to, say he's going to change this, and it's going to be more of a, mature sound and this and that. Dude, it's a classic. It is perhaps the most classic album of all time. What? Yeah. He's just totally just being a dick to.
Maybe we should redo Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
Back to the Future was good enough. Let's
new,
redo
man.
that.
Yeah, come up with something new. Come up with some new music, right?
You're so brilliant, with your lyrical content. Well, then, obviously, you're so good. Continue on. But how dare you? Really? Jeez. What a moron. God. Oh, boy. What a
I just wonder if the new Dark Side of the Moon will link up with Wizard of Oz. Like this one does.
Boy, that's pretty important, Doc.
It's
the Wizard of Oz. I could do a whole show on the Wizard of Oz, how it's basically a snuff film, but I'll leave that for some other time. But yeah,
dude,
so
don't put that in my head, man. What's wrong?
I've got it all figured out, man. I could do a whole comedy routine. I could do a half-hour comedy routine on the Wizard.
Have you ever watched that though? Have you ever watched it with Dark Side of the Moon on?
Actually, on YouTube, there is a video where they've done it. So you can actually watch it. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Until
I did it back in the day. I don't know, Christ, like when it first came out, like mid '90s or something. And I happened to have the tape. My girls were little then.
Sure.
Yeah. Afternoon. Nothing to do, so yeah,
I've got a real twisted view on that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it was
fun to do.
But yeah, I've got a heck of a view. Yeah, and it makes sense. I guarantee. But speaking of not making sense, Jiminy Creepers, where is he? There he is, right?
Oh,
there.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, here he is. You can't stay out of the news. Tommy Lee. Yeah, and now, of course, after he posted that shocking full frontal nude photo over the summer, well, he's showing the world the rest of himself by sharing a picture of his testicles and butt on Twitter. This is courtesy of
It's
Loudwire, by the
about
way.
time. Damn it, Tommy. It's about
Jesus.
time. You've been holding out on us.
Oh my gosh! Last selfies, according reading off of Loudwire here, last year's selfie garnered quite a lot of attention, but it appears the internet is much less amused this time around. Oh
Well, it's
boy!
on Twitter this time.
Yeah,
It
Twitter's
was
not happy.
Instagram, I believe, last time. So yeah, this
Not
time it's
happy.
Twitter.
Yeah.
And Elon's not gonna go for that sort of thing. Those sort of shenanigans by rock stars.
Man. But yeah, he just can't help himself. It's just
it makes total sense. It's the tour's starting back up again. It's no coincidence. This is when they do that stuff. Start getting their name out there. They have no new music to put their names out there. There's nothing to keep them relevant as far as new music. So you gotta keep your name in the news some kind of way to hit these big tours like they're doing. These big stadium tours. So
but at
it's
the
all-
same time,
just a
they're
publicity.
gigging now. They're out there. They've already done a couple of gigs. I've checked out some of the video, some of the concert
they
footage.
did those couple in Atlantic City. Yeah, those were kind of
over the last weekend or whatever.
Gigs,
And
with
John
Def
5.
Leppard, and I guess speaking of that, not to go off on a tangent, but I guess Ace and Peter from the ex Kiss guys stopped by. So they've done that a couple times, or I remember Peter did anyway. Did he stop? Oh gosh, what was the last year?
Ace is looking for a gig. He needs some money.
Oh yeah,
shit's only got $1 million for Christ's sakes. But anyway, let me see. Let me see. So they some video footage of their concerts there, and John 5 looks like he's having a freaking gas. We saw him with Rob Zombie over the summer, and he just sort of hung around the right side of the stage, pretty much just minus no. He running all over the place with crew.
Okay.
He's having like he is having the time of his life.
Yeah, but they just let him loose, man. Yeah, I'm sure
And,
Zombie's got his
he's so
choreographed
competent.
somewhat.
Yeah. He's so damn competent. The only thing, I'd like to hear the tone a little. But I'm a tone nut. All the music was recorded with a Strat, and John 5 uses a Telecaster, and they're pretty unique in their sound. So it probably won't matter. I'm just being a jerk, but we'll see how it sounds. Talent wise, God, it's gonna it's a piece of cake for John 5, and he's probably really digging the big crowds and probably getting a hell of a nice paycheck. So way to go, John 5, man. Freaking
But Tom, this is not the last time we'll talk about Tommy doing something like this.
Well, the summer is coming up. Yeah. We got a whole summer to do weird shit.
Yeah,
so.
He'll be, like I said, he'll be doing things to keep their name in the news. And I think the caption he put on the picture was "I'll bring the nuts." Oh, you're such a clever 60-year-old man in a 12-year-old body or whatever.
I'm sure
12-year-old man in a 60-year-old
his son is
body,
really
whatever.
proud of him for doing stuff like that. I'm sure.
Right.
I'm sure his son is just really.
So the grandkids will look back on Grandpa fondly and
geez, Grandpa
reverence.
was the biggest jerk ever. Yeah, well, kids, that's the way it goes. But,
well, enjoy your mansion. Shut up, kids.
Yeah. Oh man, but here's something that sort of blew my mind. Lovely ballet. Who'd ever thought anybody would link ballet and Black Sabbath? No one would think of that, but
somebody did.
Somebody did, by golly.
Somebody did.
Yeah, there's actually a ballet company, the
Birmingham
Royal Ballet. The Birmingham, that's where I believe that's where Uriah Heep was from. I believe Sabbath was from there too.
Yeah,
Birmingham.
That's what they're doing. They look at Sabbath as their most well-known export, so they're paying tribute to them with this ballet, man. They're doing 8 different songs they have involved. So they have Paranoid, War Pigs, Iron Man, kind of all the ones you'd figure. Black Sabbath, which I gotta see that on ballet.
Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath.
Oh yeah, with the bells coming in and the 3 notes and everything. And then they got Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, and then a couple of lesser known ones, Solitude and Laguna Sunrise.
Ooh,
So,
okay. Laguna Sunrise makes sense. Yes. Actually, so
you
does
know, I mean, it's
Solitude.
not, you know, it's not, you know, when you really stop and think about it, it's not super far fetched. They've always had a, you know, jazz, almost kind of, you know, sometimes almost a classical tinge to them. You know, there's that element there. So,
Well,
but
I'm
still,
sad.
it's a big leap to do ballet. Believe me, I can't believe they're doing it. But
I'm sad, Doc, and let me tell you why I'm sad, because they never ever did a concert with a full orchestra. Just kidding. All these bands have to do that.
you sure? No.
They have to do it. Yeah, it wouldn't have worked, man. Or you know,
Well, they're gonna do it now.
heavy on the
They're gonna-
bassoon. Heavy on
Yeah,
the
they're-
bassoon, yeah. The bassoon section would have a workout with Black Sabbath stuff, all that low
Well,
end.
that's what they're going
crunch.
to be doing now. It's an orchestra with you know, bass guitar and drums. So,
Oh, I hope they come to the Paramount in Aurora. We'll have to go see them.
no, I'm
That's
sure
crazy.
it's just. Oh,
Oh,
that
I
would be
just- I
insane.
don't-
That would be
I-
insane, dude.
That is crazy, though. That I'm really impressed that somebody thought about doing that. It's like, wow, you
And
know,
somebody's letting them do it. One thing's come up with it, but they're putting resources towards this. And
Oh yeah, yeah. They're going to the
Let's
theater
do that.
director. We have the greatest idea ever. Our next ballet we'll put out will use some Black Sabbath songs. Yeah, the director. Yeah. What the hell are you talking about? So what? Yeah, we'll see. It may draw in people. Well, it would draw in people. If it was around here, I'd go see it. So there you go.
Absolutely. Who
That-
wouldn't? Yeah.
You know what the hell? You know, it made a death metal ballet. You know about the, you know, death and mayhem and
Think
shit.
about it. It's the perfect date. It's the perfect date night. You know, you can say you got a guy, a metalhead, and his girlfriend's more into the arts, you know, and that type of thing. Perfect date night.
Oh yeah, and of course, the South Park did a great episode about, you know, going to plays and ballets and all that stuff, and people who've seen it, they know what I'm talking about. It's an excellent episode. But Billy Idol, how about that? We haven't heard from him too much, but
Yeah,
He is
talking
doing-
about creative things to do.
he's doing one weird thing, man. You wanna expound on this, Doc?
Billy Idol is doing a concert at the Hoover Dam. So it's I can't imagine how the configuration will be, but it's a very
Wow.
small, intimate crowd. Only 250 tickets, and they're going for they have there's 3 different packages. 1,200 is the lowest. You can imagine there's only 250 people, so 1,200 is the lowest. 2,400 and 3,600. So
Okay, boy.
but
I
the
need to
ticket
know more.
holders will be credited in a movie that they'll be filming or, you know, taping, whatever we're gonna be doing with it,
What the
um,
hell kind of?
recording. So
Jeez. Well, maybe well, I don't get it. Well, whatever. Like you say, that's a rather unique option. It's not
Yeah,
like
there's
Red
never-
Rocks or anything, but
yeah, there's never been a concert or anything like that there before. I don't know how he came up with it. I was trying to find out, you know, exactly how that
I
idea
mean,
came about.
probably do it on the road that's above it. You know, they got a road, you know, that drought road you
Yeah.
can drive over the dam with. They're probably going to just set it up right there. I don't know where heck else they could
Yeah.
set it up, but
It sounds like they're planning on a very ambitious lighting show with it. So I don't know.
what
see.
the hell?
Maybe more artists will start doing things like that.
Well, you
just
know,
finding
he's gonna-
weird
it
little,
says
little
here-
monuments and stuff. And,
Says here, rock and roll icon Billy Idol will illuminate and electrify the surrounding Black Canyon of the Colorado River with the first ever concert.
there
The
we go.
most
Yeah.
90-year history of Hoover Dam. If you ever get a chance, people out there, if you get a chance to check out the history of the Hoover Dam being built, it's well worth it. It's an engineering marvel. Needless to say, it's stunning.
Aren't there like a bunch of guys like in the Hoover Dam?
well, there
Like,
probably is.
you know,
But the things they had to do, they had to, you know, just invent things as they went along to make it work. It's an amazing thing. But I don't get this at all. Geez, why not go down to the Alamo? Hey, have a concert at the Alamo too, or
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
or
Mount Rushmore.
Mount
Grand
Rushmore. They
Canyon,
can
you know,
stand on the head. Stevie
There you go.
Stevens stand on the head, you know, while he's rocking.
There you go, man.
That's
There
pretty
you go.
odd, but you know,
Yeah.
Billy Idol, he can do what he wants at this point, man. He's you know, carte blanche, man. He's got it all going on. They're playing a concert of his on Access TV, and it's pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Yeah, I saw him at a Riot Fest. It was above
I like
average.
Stevie.
It wasn't
I like
fantastic,
Stevie.
but
Yeah, I like Stevie Stevens. He's got a great, great guitar style. Really dig him. Oh, this is great. I love this one so much. You pathetic worm, you jerk offs. The lovely, the unbelievable Bonnie Raitt. Oh gosh, these headlines, these jerks. Yeah, because Bonnie Raitt, legendary. You know what makes her legendary in my book? I think she's still married to the
I don't think
Caddyshack
so.
dude. No,
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think they divorced a while back, but yeah. What's his name? He was on Roseanne for a while too. What's his name? Michael.
I know. I can't remember.
But yeah, they were married for quite a while. But yeah, I don't think they.
But she's a legendary player. I mean, one of the best slide players. Definitely, probably the best female slide player out there. But one of the best slide players. Great blues player. And by golly, she won best song. Didn't she the other night, Grammy?
Yeah,
best
Grammy.
Song.
We talked about that last week. She got the best song. There was, the usual, murderers row, I guess, of today's pop. You had Lizzo, Beyonce, Adele, Harry Styles, Taylor Swift, Kendrick Lamar. So you had all the big names were up for Song of the Year. And what did the headline say, Murph?
It's shock. It's shock as an unknown blues singer beats Beyonce, Adele, and Taylor Swift to win the Song of the Year. An unknown blues singer. They're in shock. Who the hell is this? Or I've lost faith, Doc.
That journalist, that editor, they all need to lose their jobs yesterday, immediately. Anybody that can allow something like that to go out, I don't know if it was an actual headline on a paper or as a website. I'm not sure.
DailyMail.com. Daily Mail
okay.
over in the UK. We got to go over to London to get the news that means anything. They tell it like it is. Yeah, all these fans on Twitter and shit are up in arms. Who the hell is this? Blah blah blah. Boy, these people. They've been spoon fed this crap music for so long. They have no idea what a real quality musician is anymore.
Remember this is going back a few years ago, but Kanye West did something with McCartney. Remember that? I don't remember that.
Barely.
I don't remember the song right there. I just remember it being done. And I remember there was a lot of stuff on the internet. Kanye's West giving this McCartney guy a chance.
I remember that.
Get his name out there or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my God, man. Millennials nothing existed before they were born. Nothing happened. There's no history. There's no nothing before they were born.
And she's got an armful of Grammys already. But yeah, she's an unknown blues singer with an armful of Grammys.
Back in '88, I think she cleaned up. Yeah, with Nick of Time album, yeah.
But she's an unknown blues singer. She just has an armful of Grammys. So really, these people. Yeah, you're right though. What's wrong with this music today? Really, and Bonnie Raitt. Everybody's heard her. I would imagine if they haven't,
I would think.
God almighty.
You know what else? Not to go too much on her, but you know what I really like about her? She's always giving props to the older blues folks. That are still out there, but not really making a living. And she's taking them out on the road with her, and she's been really
God
cool.
Bless.
Like the Stones have done that. Back in the day, the Stones used to do that. But she's really good about that. So
yeah, a lot of these originators ain't making a lot of money, and now is the time to make the money. Because kids are grown, and the elders have the money to spend on concerts. So, well, yeah, but yeah, shocked. I tell you, I'm shocked that people are shocked. And like you say, this is a Song of the Year, and she probably wrote the lyrics and everything by herself.
Oh yeah, she did. Yeah,
she didn't have a whole freaking team. All jeez, yeah. See that right there. That's all you need to tell.
Yeah,
them
there were no samples. There were no multiple producers with their names in there or whatever. No,
yep.
It's
Probably didn't use one processor in the whole recording of it, just an amp and her slide, and boom.
Yeah, she produces art, not just a product. It
Yeah.
was art. So you know.
So that's sort of disappointing that the dumbasses. People will be people. You know how that is. Oh, here we go. What do we got here? William Duvall, from Alice in Chains. We saw him this summer, boy. We had a great.
Yeah, we
it
saw
was a
both of these
great
bands. Yeah.
Summer. William Duvall, lead singer, rhythm guitars for Alice in Chains. He guested on a new version of the Who's. This is Mongol, Warrior Soul, and there's the Who right there, man. We saw them this summer. They opened up on the same show, right?
No. At first that was what came to my mind, but no. The Hue opened up. They were on the Megadeth Five Finger Death Punch show.
Okay.
And Alice in Chains had Bush and Benjamin Breaking Benjamin.
All right.
Yeah, it was two different shows.
Good. They were good.
I associated them together as well, but yeah.
Yeah. The Hue are good though. They're I hope they come back this year. I really do want to see them again because
folks haven't heard us talk about them before. They have a lot of really cool old Mongolian instruments, like these, I don't know, 3-string cellos, and they play like guitar. I don't even know, but
it's like they got a head banging beat too. I mean,
they're
really
totally
hard core. It's really, really cool. So William Duvall, he's guesting on. Apparently, they put this song out before, but he's coming back to it, and it says we're so excited to be performing our single "This Is Mongol" with William Duvall. He's not only an amazing vocalist. I wish I could do this in Mongol voice, but I can't. Not only an amazing vocalist, but also has unique rhythm and technique to his performance. No, that sounds horrible.
No, it's not great, man. Go ahead.
And his style matches our energy and our throat singing. This song is about the warrior souls that are within us, and its purpose is to inspire you and awaken your soul. We hope everybody enjoys this piece of art. I'm sure it kicks ass, man. I'm sure it's great.
They got a video that came out with it, so I guess this was like their breakthrough kind of song. They kind of got people knowing about them, so they're redoing it with them. So.
That was such a cool concert. Gosh,
really
they got to come back, man. They really do. It's just very, very, very cool. So come on, the Hue, man.
Yeah, they got the crowd revved up for Megadeth for sure, man. Yeah.
How about that? Here we go. Wow, this is really something. You don't see this a lot. You don't see this a lot, where a song that's on YouTube reaches 1 billion views. That's the diamond standard right there.
Yeah,
if you've got something that's hit 1 billion views, that's the diamond standard. And I'll be darned. The good old band Scorpions, their song Wind of Change hit 1 billion views. That's quite something. That's quite, I don't really care. I'll be honest. I really don't care about, but it's a great song. It was on, this was in the MTV era too, back then. They had a video out, and, but a great message on this song,
I think a lot of people associate it with the coming down of the Berlin Wall, but it was really they did a tour, the Moscow Peace Festival. I remember, it was them and Motley Crue and Skid Row and I think Ozzy too. Anybody knows, in the comments, put in the comments. But yeah, they had the Moscow Peace Festival, and this is one of the songs that they did with that. So, then later, it came to be known, associated with the wall coming down. Yeah. But there's been 33 songs from rock/pop rock acts to have reached that milestone.
You looked it up. I was wondering about. I did not know. 33 of them.
33. I was looking at them. There's not a lot of very good stuff though. I mean, just popularity does not equal quality. Yeah, it just doesn't. They had a couple Bon Jovi songs. Living Out of Prayer. I think like A Sweet Child of Mine was one of them. But then there was a lot of Coldplay, which I can't stand Coldplay. It's just that's That's my least favorite, band of all time. But
Yeah, yeah.
oh gosh, what else? I can't think of them now. But yeah, nothing really cool. But
That's pretty amazing, though, man. I
still,
must say.
for a band like Scorpions, it's not, I mean, they're not exactly Justin Bieber, to get a billion views is pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great song. So good for them, man. They kicked ass and they took names, if you know what I
Hey, the
mean.
more we can spread good old rock and roll, man, the more views that gets out there. It can't be a bad thing, man. Can't be a bad thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, Megadeth in the news again. Dave, we love you, Dave. I follow him now a little more. You see him with his kids and whatnot. He actually smiles like a human being. So I'm pretty proud of Dave. Dave's doing all right. But he's not doing all right in one respect. He's getting sued. The band's getting sued over the Sick, the Dying, and the Dead album. Here we go. I think it's just another money grab. What do you think about it, Doc?
No, well, for them maybe, but the artist, a guy named Brent Elliott White, is apparently he's worked with them quite a few times in the past. I don't know if he's done all their albums. I don't know.
Well, they got some great artwork. Yeah.
Yeah. He's done a lot of it. And, and he even got a hold of him. He says, hey, I know there's a lot of things going on when you're putting out an album and you don't get a hold of everything right away, but don't forget about me, let's get paid. And I know he never got paid. So, I guess where he kind of really got to his work was starting to be licensed out to third parties for.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Always get a receipt,
T-shirts and that kind of stuff. So
always get a receipt.
So he's just kind of twisting out in the wind, and Dave's not paying him right now. So I don't know. If they're gonna have to actually go to court over it. I hope not. You think Dave would say, yeah, Dave seems like the kind of guy, right is right. He knows the guy needs.
Yeah, that would surprise me, quite honestly. He doesn't seem like he would pull bullshit like that. There's, that's probably more to the story, but always, sign a contract and get receipts. When you're in business, that's the two most important things. If they had,
like I said, though, they've been working together for so long. I'm sure he's, probably think twice about it. Yeah, probably didn't think twice about it.
Dave.
I'm sure they just have their processes they normally do, and for whatever reason, this time Dave's kind
of. that's horrible.
Kind of give him the cold shoulder there. I don't know.
Come on, Dave, suck it up.
Maybe,
brother.
Maybe the bass player, Dave Ellefson, maybe he took care of that stuff when he was in the band or something. Now he's gone.
Oh boy! Oh man! What a mess! But nonetheless, they'll trudge on. We saw him. Yeah, we saw him this summer, and the total workman performance. No bullshit. Coming out there with his jeans and his white T-shirt, and just smoke the freaking set. Bam! No bullshit. So yeah, that's cool. But come on, Dave, get it together. And this is sort of out of the rock milieu, if you will.
Keep up with.
If I may use the word milieu, and I think
milieu. Okay,
milieu. Of course, you and me, well, especially me, back in the day, we grew up with Burt Bacharach, legendary composer Burt Bacharach. Here's a picture of him with brain fart. Dionne Warwick, who really, them two were. They were made to work together for a long time. I mean, his song. Yeah,
what was his age? He made it into the 90s, right? He was
94.
Like
he made
94.
94.
So,
And you may remember there's I believe it was Austin Powers' second movie where he's on one of those double-decker buses courting the lady, and Burt Bacharach was on a piano on the bus, singing to him. But yeah, he a ton of freaking songs.
Yeah, back in the late 60s, early 70s, man. He was hit writing machine, man. Him and Hal David, I guess, wrote with
him. My gosh, he wrote What's New Pussycat. Oh geez.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, gonna get Tom Jones in trouble one of these days. I Say a Little Prayer, The Look of Love, just he one of them guys. A
lot of stuff for the Carpenters, a lot of their songs he wrote, a lot of
I had the hot for Karen Carpenter, I must say.
Yeah.
Just because she was nice and thin and hot, and it turns out her thinness is what killed her. So, damn it, that didn't work for me.
And a hell of a drummer as well. People sometimes forget.
She really was a good drummer. God, I loved her voice.
But
oh my God.
But yeah, he wrote a lot of stuff for like movies and stuff. Raindrops keep falling on my head, stuff like that. So, you think of that type of music back in those days, he probably wrote it. So
Yeah, everything. Hits on the radio, soundtracks, for a movie. Really, just all over the place with him. So there you go, another legend. Another one bites the dust.
no,
Sorry about
stop
that,
it,
man. Oh,
stop
geez.
it, man, stop it.
Stop it, man. Okay, I got a quick story here. I gotta relate before we get into our main subject here. And wow, this one's just great. Where is he here? Okay, there's a band. There's a band called Worst Party Ever. You're gonna love this. Hang on, let me put on a nice backdrop here. There we go. No, let me do that one. They're an emo band. Worst party ever. Headline: emo band worst party ever cancel all their shows as the frontman shares a statement about his toxic behavior. This guy's a puss. He's crying and whimpering, and oh my gosh, he's just he's done all harm to other people, and he manipulated people. And so he's such a he's got to be out in the West Coast. It's got to be this douchebag. I don't know where he's from, but the singer from this band
not
canceled
anymore.
everything.
Not necessarily, but yeah,
canceled a tour because he's too toxic, because he's a douchebag. God bless him, man. Good, you go, you douche.
If you took all the douchebags out of rock, we wouldn't have anybody left. We'd have Paul McCartney left, man. That'd be it,
Yeah. So so they've all future tours will be canceled, and we will be refunded. It will be refunded at the point of person. It's important to put mental health before everything and have accountability when you F up. Yeah, I think it's best that this band
whatever.
Call off your tour, you dummy. We never heard of you, but that headline just stuck out. It's like, geez, what
do us all a favor
and be gone. And then, everybody knows we had the Super Bowl last night, and it was a bad call. I think near the end there it was a questionable call, but nonetheless, it was a great game. But of course, they always put such a emphasis on the halftime show,
right?
And I'm sure you've noticed that lately. I mean, there's well, okay, let me spell it out. In football games, during the game, between plays and whatnot, they'll be playing hard rock, and they'll be playing AC/DC and Metallica and all these songs to get the people worked up all season long. Then they get to the Super Bowl. What do they have for the halftime? But always rap or nowhere near rock at the rap and pop. Let's call it that.
Yeah.
And last night it was just a very odd show with Rihanna, who was pregnant. She showed her guts, and it. I don't know. Geez, I don't know. I just wish for a good hard rocking halftime show, and we haven't seen one in a long time now.
In a long time. Yeah, kind of getting into I've been hearing kind of grumbles and groans about this for a couple of years now, but we had a stretch of rock acts for a while there, back in the mid 2000s, I guess.
Early 2000s,
early 2005 to 2010 or so. So it, even before that, let me start all over here. So we're going way back, like 1997.
Hey, whoa, Doc. Let's just real quick go back through the beginning years, just to show folks what it used to be like before it went to hell. This all started out in '67, folks. They started basically doing a real complex, interesting halftime show in '67, where they started out with basically the first one was the University of Arizona and the Grambling State Marching Bands. So basically, like any high school or a college game, they started out with that, and '68 another, the Grambling Band. 69.
The first Super Bowl, there's no footage of the first Super Bowl. They didn't even think to record it.
No.
Yeah, true. Yeah. That's when back in those days they didn't think like that. They just just took life as it came and didn't think about looking back on it or.
Well, they would re-record over the
history
tapes.
of it.
You know, they
Right.
would tape a program, and then once it's done, well, we reuse the tape for the next program. Just tape over everything.
Yeah,
so,
why waste it? Yeah.
wow, oh, that sucks. But for a while there, 71 they had the Florida A&M band, and back up to 77 they started doing weirder stuff. It's a Small World, it included crowd participation for the first time with spectators waving colored placards on cue. So they were really starting to get into it back in 77. And it was the same thing through the late 70s.
I remember they had what was it, Up with People?
Oh gosh, that's the best thing ever. Oh, that's
no,
so horrible.
The worst thing ever.
Oh no. There was a troupe that used to come around to our fairs, sort of Up with People type of thing.
Yeah, here we go. 1980, a salute to the big band era with Up with People.
Now, what do they got to do with the big band era? Jeez, I don't even want to see that. Well, maybe I do want to see that. I don't know. But, 82, they had a salute to 60s and Motown. I don't know how they did it, but if anything deserves to be done is Motown for sure.
Yeah. Then it seemed like they tried to get a little more entertaining in the early 80s there.
Yeah, 95, Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye, which featured Tony Bennett, Patti LaBelle, Arturo Sandoval, the Miami Sound Machine with stunts and fires and skydivers. That had to be one hell of a show,
Yeah.
So that's the mid 90s. Yeah. They were still trying at least. Diana Ross was 96. Boy, oh boy. Blues Brothers Bash in 97.
Yeah, that's the one I was going to comment on. That just, that's when
it.
things that seemed like they started doing the multiple. Well, even before then they had it, but James Brown, they had ZZ Top, and then it must have been when that second Blues Brothers movie came out, that god awful thing.
Yeah, because it featured Aykroyd, John Goodman, and James Belushi. So yeah. And the Godfather of Soul, James Brown, and ZZ Top.
ZZ Top, yeah.
Wow.
I actually in preparation for a show, I watched tons of halftime shows today. I watched that one. That was one of them. I didn't go back to the 70s and 80s. I didn't go back that far, but the Blues Brothers Bash they called it. So it kind of seemed like when they started getting a little more entertaining.
And then we got into the 2000s, and they had a real good run in the 2000s. Let's start out with 2000.
Not to get hard. Michael Jackson, 93. So that was really the first real super big one. So
yeah. And what happened? Geez, that was Heal the World. It had 3,500 local children on it, and another card stunt. And it
still wasn't enough kids for Michael Jackson.
Oh, hang on here.
Oh no.
Excellent. Okay, so we hit the 2000s now, and boy, they hit their stride in the first decade. 2001, King of Rock and Roll with Aerosmith, NSYNC, Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, and Nelly. Yeah, whatever. 2002, U2.
That's one of them I watched today. And Aerosmith, that's one of the worst performers. They gotta be embarrassed by that, man. Because they show when they're coming out, they're it's Aerosmith and NSYNC together called Aerosync.
Oh,
they're a band together and they come running out, and it's
too many drugs. Yeah,
very very cringeworthy. Yeah, it's not their best moment. But then the next year we got U2, and I didn't catch that one, but well, I understand. I'm sure that was a pretty good one.
That looks like the whole first decade is excellent. Shania Twain with No Doubt and Sting in 2003.
Yeah, I watched that. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Yeah. 2004.
I'm going to see her. Janet Jackson. She's coming in late May.
Yeah, that was
Kid Rock, P. Diddy, Nelly, and Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, the infamous wardrobe malfunction.
Show. Yes. Oh boy, God bless her. Those doggone costumes with the bad buttons.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
You know, it happens all the time. You know,
2005, legendary.
your breast just accidentally falls out all the
It
time.
fell
you
out
know?
right,
Yeah,
and the
you
camera's right there to catch it. Close up.
Just you know.
Yeah, it's a good looking memory there, ma'am.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
those things. Yeah.
Yeah, nice memory. Yeah, 2005, Paul McCartney. I'm sure that was excellent. Jeez.
Yeah, it was not bad. That was Beatles stuff. It was not super. Didn't have much of a show to it, but yeah.
Yeah, how much time do you have though? You only got like 7 minutes or 15.
12 to 13.
minutes.
Yeah, 12
All
to
right,
13
all right.
minutes seems like. Yeah.
2006, Rolling Stones. Oh yes, they'll never die.
Yeah, that was a pretty decent show.
And boy, starting in 2007, they started hitting their stride. Let me tell you. 2007, Prince with the Florida A&M Marching Band. 2008,
Yeah.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Well, the Prince one, you remember? The Prince was when the Bears went. The Bears played the Colts.
Was it in the rain too?
It was the only Super Bowl it's rained.
Rain, yeah.
And I was watching the thing, and they were talking about it, and they were like, Prince was going to be all worried about going in the rain, and I don't know if it was one of the producers of the event or whatnot. When Prince, it's raining pretty hard out there. Is there anything we can do for you? And Prince just said, "Can you make it rain harder?" He was all about it, man. He was all about it, man.
Well, see, back in the old days, we had to worry about getting electrocuted and stuff. I believe Gary Thane, bass player of Uriah Heep, I believe he got electrocuted on stage. And there's been a few others.
Did you see there was a story this week? We didn't bring it up, but because I don't know the guy or like the guy, Machine Gun Kelly, apparently got electrocuted on stage. I think it might have been something associated with NFL or something. I don't know. But, his hair was standing straight up.
Outstanding. But back in the old days, you had to worry about that. But nowadays, everything's wireless. Everything's wireless, so you don't have to worry about getting shocked when you touch the mic or whatever. So, but that was it was raining like hell, and he didn't flinch an eye, man. Boom, and get out there and do it.
Also notable on that performance too, he did a Foo Fighters song.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. Someone Getting the Best of You.
Wow.
And, it was kind of surprising.
How about that?
Yeah, well, he started off with All Along the Watchtower, and then led into the Foo Fighters song, and did pretty much the whole song. I did,
Boy, there are some halftime shows there. Yeah. 2008, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I'm sure that was a smoking good one. And then here we go. 2009, they actually had The Boss. The Boss with the E Street Band.
You may think my opinion is biased, but honestly, hands down the best one, man. Hands down.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I will argue with anybody to the death, man. Tell me which one was better. He just tore it up, dude. To me, hands down, the best performance.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all. And then the next year, 2010, they had The Who. How about that, boy? See, folks, they really did have some killer.
Well, I was kind of thinking it kind of seemed out of place having The Who, but you remember at that time, those CSI shows were really big, and they all had they all had the different Who songs for theme music, so they kind of brought them back into the zeitgeist, I suppose, for a little while. So they Aunt Whistle was gone by that point, so it was just Daltrey and Townsend, and put on find enough show. But I remember the stage was really cool. They had a really cool stage, really cool light show and lasers and everything with it. So I thought that was one of the better ones.
Oh, there you go. And then 2011, Black Eyed Peas with Usher and Slash.
By far the worst. By far.
Hang on.
By far.
There you go. Really, I believe I remember that just a little bit.
Yeah, they looked really uncomfortable being up there, man. They were just they couldn't sing. They couldn't do. They can't sing.
Oh wow, novelty act at this point. Boom.
It wasn't much of an act to them or anything. They were just it was to me by far the worst one.
Yeah, it was Slash putting his 2 cents in. What?
Yeah, right. He's trying to save
2012, we had Madonna back. I'm sure she put on a great show.
Pretty much what you expect from Madonna. Yeah,
nothing,
nothing super mind blowing or anything, but
Yep. 2013, Beyonce.
Yeah, no, that's the one. This is when we start losing it. Well,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
with Madonna, even probably kind of we start losing it.
Yep, 2014, Bruno Mars with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Hmm.
I remember Bruno Mars was pretty pretty good performance, man.
Well, yeah,
I
he is a
gotta
good.
say.
Yeah, I do remember. He was. Yeah, he's a great performer. So, yeah, yeah. It still is. So, go for it, Bruno. But nonetheless, in 2015, Katy Perry, Lenny Kravitz, and Missy Elliott.
The second
Why do they
worst
have to?
one.
Why do they feel they have to mix all these?
Because they
you know-
don't have enough on their own. That's exactly what it is, Murph. They don't have enough on their own to carry 12 minutes, man.
Ah,
You know?
jeez. Really. Oh God. Oh boy. And then 2015, Katy. Oh wait, that's where I said that. Take Katy Perry.
Yeah, that was a horrible
2016,
horrible.
Coldplay, Beyonce and Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
The same people. 2 years
Exactly.
later, they're having the
I'm-
same people back.
I want to comment on that later, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, good riddance. Okay, well, 2017, Lady Gaga, just Lady Gaga. Boom.
Pretty
know?
good show, man. Pretty good freaking show, man.
Well,
Gotta
she's
say.
quite a talent. She's quite a
Yeah.
talent. If you ever get a chance.
That's when she came flying in she was on top of the stadium, come flying in, and not flying, but seemingly. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
pretty cool.
Well, I probably mentioned this earlier. Probably on YouTube, the Howard Stern show. She plays at the Howard Stern show. She does a song on a piano, just her on a piano, and it's the most mind-blowing
Yeah,
thing you'd ever want to see. It brings tears to your eyes. It's so good. It's
Yeah.
stunning. Like Howard
Speaking
said at
of-
the time, he said that is by far the best performance I've ever had on my show, and he's been doing it for decades. At that,
oh yeah,
point,
he's
so
at everybody. Yeah.
He just blew him away.
Speaking
Go.
of great performances, did you catch Chris Stapleton doing the national anthem?
Yes, I did. Very
That
good.
was quite touching. Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
recall a better one, man.
Yeah.
People talk about Whitney or Marvin Gaye, but I don't know. I think Chris Stapleton's was. I can't think of a better one. I mean, talk about Hendrix, I guess, but
Real American. No,
as
real
far as-
American.
As far as
boom.
vocal, yeah.
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 Pretty boy.
Oh
but
yeah,
that's
football players
America.
are sitting there crying, man. These are football players. They do this every week, and they're bringing
Yeah,
tears
man.
to their
Yeah,
eyes.
man.
So yeah.
So there we go. Yeah, Lady Gaga. 2018, you had Justin Timberlake with the Tennessee
Again.
Kid.
Yeah, again.
Justin Timberlake. Blah, whatever. 19, Maroon 5, Travis Scott, and Big Boy. Gosh,
Yeah, I couldn't even put myself through watching that, so I didn't even.
understood totally.
I didn't even look that one up.
All these multiple people. It's just a 12-minute show. 2020, Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, Bad Bunny, J Balvin, and Emma Muniz. It's a 12-minute show, people.
Yeah,
Jeez, how
Um,
embarrassing.
actually, not too bad. They kind of had very high energy. A lot of
Well, Shakira's hot, so
yeah.
I
So but yeah,
understand that.
the other, it was 95% Shakira and J Lo. The other
yeah.
three were kind of guys that came in and did the guy rap part. With
Yeah,
songs
they're
or
gonna be
whatever, but-
roadieing. They're gonna be hauling the equipment out when it's over. So yeah, good for them. 2021, The Weekend, just The Weekend. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I watched that one. Didn't grab me, man. Didn't,
okay,
didn't do
moving
much
on.
for me.
2022, we got Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, and Mary J. Blige. I think that's
Yeah.
enough people. Jeez.
Yeah, that one received a lot of praise. I don't know, didn't do too much for me personally, but
I don't even remember. And then of course,
no, just last year.
2023, we had Rihanna last night, pregnant Rihanna, which is fine. I don't care if she's pregnant or not, but just, she was lip syncing for one thing, which I think most of them do at this point. Being a musician, you can tell. It's so easy to tell when somebody's lip syncing. And she was probably singing along to a vocal track of herself.
Like
So-
Paul Stanley.
because because the mic would go away and there's still singing going on. So she had a vocal backing track going on, but I don't. I
as
just
far
wanna,
as the show, I didn't hate it, man. I thought the kind of floating kind of stages or whatever they had there was pretty cool.
that was bizarre. I'm thinking, holy shit! I hope they hired some high quality freaking roadies for that one
yeah, right.
to put that together. Because oh man, could that have gone wrong?
I've never been. I never cared for the 117 backup dancer thing. I never, never grabbed me.
I know.
It's
I know.
just too much. It just dilutes the performance to me. Perform. You have all this other stuff going on. And just I don't know.
Yeah, I've said that for quite a while too. It seems like more and more of these performers need to have backup dancers and all this crap. No, go out there with a band and perform.
Yeah.
Boom. Enough of this backup.
Well, they can't carry the show themselves. I mean, you look back at the ones where we talk kind of in the heyday of the shows with Springsteen and Tom Petty and all that. That was that band and that was it. They didn't need
dancers,
supporting acts, to carry 12 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. That really annoys me because, it's a distraction. Yeah, if you're good enough, you don't need anything else. Just go out there and rock. I hope one of these years they'll, they should bring in Metallica, but at this point, it's almost an insult.
That's why I was wanting to get into maybe our predictions for next year. Oh, by the way, before we do that, I wanted to bring up there have been 6 acts that have turned it down.
Really?
That have turned the Super Bowl down.
Tell me.
And it's all pretty much recent pop acts. Pink turned it down.
I'll be darned.
Cardi B thankfully turned it down. Adele turned it down.
I'll be darned.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if she does it though. Maybe a couple years down the road. Maybe she doesn't feel like she has enough, body of work to carry it by herself. So I don't know. Springsteen turned it down a couple times before he eventually did it. So
wow.
I don't know. I get the feeling she might eventually do it. And then Outkast turned it down, and Jay-Z and Taylor Swift turned it down.
Wow. I'll be darned. Well, she got so much money anyway. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Jeez. I'll be darned. But
yeah, if they're gonna bring a rock act, Metallica pops out, Foo Fighters kind of pops out,
AC/DC. They play AC/DC music all the beginning to Hell's Bells all the time.
If they brought AC/DC out, it might be like a situation where with another band and then AC/DC comes out.
It's only 12 minutes though.
Yeah, I know.
All these people, geez. Yeah, but boy, it could be a great 12 minutes. I'm just tired,
But to me, if it was going to be a rock act, I think probably Foo Fighters would probably be the favorite, and then probably Metallica
yeah. Foo Fighters would be number 1 on the list of them guys, and everybody probably. So we'll see what happens next year, though. I don't have faith in
my prediction for next year. They could go 2 ways.
Uh-oh.
The way I hope it doesn't go, and actually, my girlfriend pointed this one out. It could be something like Lizzo. It could go, like that route.
Sure.
I hope not. But if you've noticed, we've gone through 2-3 decades of artists and everything, and we have not brought up country a single time.
That's pretty amazing.
So last time they had a country act was 1990. Well, that's Shania Twain, but that's but she was playing with
I'll be seeing her this year.
Yeah. But the next time they did in 1994, and who they have in 94? It's like Clint Black and Tanya Tucker, Travis Tritt, the Judds.
94.
So that's going back that far. Almost 30 years. Well, it'll be 30 years by next year.
Yeah. Well,
I think I think it's time to do there's enough young country artists that are fairly popular that.
Good call.
Maybe they'll do something like they did with the hip hop one, and I don't know.
Good call, Doc. Yeah, country is due. It's not like it's gone anywhere. I mean, they had a country guy do the Star Spangled Banner for Christ's sake. So I don't get it, man. Oh, quite a show, Doc. Freaking A, man. Quite a weekend too. Jeez, what a Super Bowl, man. Oh man. I got in a pretty good mood. I was hoping for the Chiefs to win, so I was sort of happy, even with that bad play at the end. It's like, oh well, the refs sucked, so it is what it is. But man, oh man, gonna be. I looked at the weather, and even though it's February, we're gonna be cruising. We've only got one freezing day till basically the end of the month, man. So spring is near, and like I said, spring comes summer, and stuff's gonna start
right around the corner, man.
Very excited about that. So. thanks everybody for stopping by, checking our show out. Be sure to subscribe if you can. Yeah, like a video or two. We're on all the platforms right now, so you can catch us whenever you want. So again, thanks a lot. And what do you say, Doc? Thanks, man, for this journey, and take it home, brother.
Yeah, thanks again for everybody for watching. Maybe a comment, maybe what your favorite Super Bowl halftime show was, and maybe like this video and perhaps a couple others. Anything you can do to support us is greatly appreciated, and we can't do it without you guys. So
Yep.
we'll do it again next week. Till then, have a great rock and roll filled week.